How you doing, guys? I'm here with my lovely daughter, and she's gonna be learning to clip in today for the first time. In this video, we're gonna go over everything a new cyclist needs to know before they ride a bike. What kind of gear you need, the bike you need, things to consider before getting on the bike, and then we're gonna actually show you riding a bike for the first time, specifically with clip-in pedals. First, we need to start talking about the gear that you need and the bike that you need. Today, we're riding a road bike. This is my daughter's road bike. I'm gonna be riding my Amanda back there. It's actually New Year's Day, January 1st, 2021. We're here sunny Florida. We rented this house, we're in this garage, just to give you a little backstory so you know what we're doing and where we are. All right, so we're gonna start with the gear that you need, and this is the bike. It's a road bike, but you can also do it with a mountain bike, whatever type of bike suits you. And yeah, this one has mechanical shifting. It has tourney. This is a very entry-level bike, as you can see, and I think it only cost us $400 as you see it here. I was just sitting here editing the video and I forgot to put in the video to ask you to please subscribe. I got so many videos. I'm uploading almost every day all about cycling. I got how to get faster, how to lose weight, everything, workouts, gear, all that kind of stuff. If you love cycling, I'm sure you're gonna love my channel. Please subscribe. I got a goal of getting to 10,000 subs by the end of this year, and I would love your help. If you subscribe, please comment and tell me that you've done so. I will comment back, thanking you personally. I don't know why I'm doing this thing with my hand. I keep doing that. Okay guys, let's get back to the video. My daughter has these clipless shoes. They're Louis Garneau. She has Louis Garneau shorts with a little pad, and she has a cycling jersey. Let's take a look. And what's important about the cycling jersey are these pockets that you have here that you can access your stuff. So when you're riding along, so you can bend over and reach into the pocket. Beauty. You can see I'm wearing the exact same thing. Sunglasses, helmet are very important. Also, what you're gonna need is a pouch. I have two pouches here. I have the front bar bag, but I also have the rear saddle bag. And in this saddle bag, I have two tubes. I have a multi-tool. I have CO2 valve. I have a tire lever. I have two tubes, and I also have two CO2 canisters. That covers me in case I get a flat, two flats, or in case a friend needs help. And I like to carry two just in case getting stuck out there is really bad. Sometimes they come with flat pedals and the bike store will throw them in, but today I have pedals from an older bike that I'm gonna put on for her. So you're gonna need pedals. You're also gonna need bottle cages to hold your water. Show them how it goes in.
It just goes in like that. Mine's a little smaller, so it's hard to get in.
Yeah, good, there you go. And then the last thing you're gonna need is a track pump. My daughter's getting that for us right now. I know for myself, I was very overwhelmed when I first got the bike in terms of its mechanics. There's cables, there's shifting. What I would do is just take your time, learn about the bike slowly over time, and you can eventually fix a lot of the things yourself. But it is, you know, when you first get it, you will be taking the bike back to the bike shop and they will be helping you with the bike because things do cable stretch, just like a car, parts wear down and they need to be replaced. So it's definitely important to get to know your bike, learn your bike, all that fun stuff. YouTube's a great resource. I've learned everything on YouTube with my bike. Excellent, I would recommend that. So the last thing you would need is a track pump, and this is what we have here, and this is to pump up your tires in case you get a flat or the tire pressure runs low. And for my daughter, we probably run it around 70, and I'll run it a bit higher, around 80 PSI. Okay, so first we're gonna change the pedals. And depending on how tight these are on, it could be hard. So what I do to make it a little easier, I put the bike on the ground. There we go. And then we're just gonna take this one off. That's right. Now this doesn't have to be crazy tight because you'll have a hard time getting it on. So I just snug them. Because they're directional, now you'll see this one to tighten it, you turn it to the left. And this one to tighten, you turn it to the right because they're directional. Because if you were pedaling backwards, you could potentially loosen it over the time, right? So this one, the right pedals is the right way, but the threads on the left side are reversed. The thing that you're gonna be doing regularly is checking your tire pressure, so that's why I'm gonna show you guys. This is called a Presta valve, this type of valve. And what you wanna do is just loosen that cap there. So this goes in like this, and they have a lock, so you go like that, just go like that, and then open it, and now it's locked in. And so give me some pumps there, my lovely daughter. And we're gonna pump up to about 70, 60, 70. What do you got there? Yeah, a little more, a little more. Keep going, keep going. 2 more pumps, that's good, that's good. Okay, perfect. We just pop this thing off, and then we do the same thing for the back. So we're here and we're ready to ride, but there's a few things that we need to consider before we get out on the road, and I'm gonna go over those with you now. A couple extras that you can have that I run all the time are lights. So I have my back light, and I also have a front light. And another thing you can have is a cycling computer, which you can upload it to Strava, which is like a Facebook for cyclists and runners, swimmers. You can upload all your activities to Strava, snowshoeing, hiking, canoeing, all that kinds of stuff, which is awesome. We need to first consider how far we're going, and that's, we got to plan a route. And there's a couple of reasons why you want to plan the route. One is you want to try and stay away from cars as much as possible, because if we end up on a road where there's no shoulder and the speed is 80 kilometers an hour, that's not a road you want to be on, because it's very unsafe, and that's the last place I want to take my daughter. Plan the route, make sure we have a nice comfortable route away from cars. We also want to know how far we're going, because once you start getting over an hour, you really want to have some food with you. If you don't, it could be, you could end up getting yourself in trouble, because you could end up doing what we athletes like calling is bonking, and it's where you run out of energy and it absolutely makes you feel sick. I've had it happen to me a couple times, and it'll make getting home much harder. So it's another reason you want to plan the route, and you want to make sure you have enough water, or if you need more water, you know where you can stop. We also want to make sure that we know where the hills are, if there's any significant hills. And for a first-time cyclist, going down a hill can be very scary. My wife went down this hill on her first time on a bike, and she was absolutely terrified. So I got this great route planned today for us. We're just going through our neighborhood here in the house that we rented down here in Florida. It's absolutely windy as heck. I think we're gonna have a great time. You ready to do this?
Yeah.
You really want to get comfortable on this bike, and there's a good way to do it, and we're going to go over those steps today. There's a few steps you want to take, especially when you're starting out with the clipless pedals. I'm not sure why they call it clipless pedals. If you know why they call them clipless pedals, let us know down in the comments. Do you want to know why they're called clipless?
Yeah.
Because they're not clipless, they're clipped. Is first stand beside the bike and get a feel of the brakes, so we understand how much braking power it has. Start rolling the bike forward and just pull the brakes. Yep, keep going, go a little faster, do it halfway. Yep, just so you can really feel how the brakes grab, right? Let's say you pull the back brake really hard. The tire's gonna lock up and skid, right? Let's try it. Right, you can see the tire skidding. Now, if you do the same thing with the front brake, what happens? Now pull the front brake really hard. See how the back tire wants to lift up?
Yeah.
We got to make sure that when we're riding, we're using the right amount of pressure on the brakes, on the back brake and the front brake. Because if we're out there, if we grab too much of the front brake, we're going to go over our handlebars. If we grab too much of the back brake, especially in a turn, the back wheel could slide out. So the next thing we're going to do once we get a feel for the brakes is we're going to get a feel for the clipless pedals, how they clip in and clip out. Also, what we're going to do is chill. We're going to relax a little bit. I think that's one of the most important things with cycling and, you know, family and going out, is just like having fun with it. And that's really important, is we're out here riding our bikes for fun. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have fun? How much fun?
A lot of fun.
All right, so we wanna loosen these pedals off. And what I mean by loosen these pedals, we loosen this bolt right here, this little nut, and loosening it makes the pedal grab your cleat a lot less. And I have mine tightened right down. These are my old pedals, so we're just gonna loosen this right off. And basically you can hear those clicks, and I'm loosening it right back until I can't anymore. Another great reason to carry a multi-tool, I love this Bontrager one. It's so small and light, just awesome. What I'm gonna do now is clip in and clip out and just get a feel for it. So just put your foot in. Yep, now let's do it again so the camera can see it real good. There you go, in, down.
It's hard without
There you go, now you're in.
It's in?
I think so. Yep, you're in.
And then out, and you just pop your ankle. I find it's easiest when you have your legs straight and you're pointing your foot down a little bit. and then you pop it out. I find that's the easiest.
Nice. Because you found it hard pulling it out too.
Yeah.
It wasn't just hard to clip. You thought it was harder pulling it out than putting it in.
And I realized like if you point your foot.
So to clip out, you point your foot.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
And I clip out.
Show us how you start off.
I lean my bike a little bit, so I have a flat foot right here.
Yeah.
And then I get in, and then I start to pedal.
And how bad did you want to do the clip-in pedals?
I wanted to do it so badly.
How many times did you ask me?
Probably like 1,000.
Yeah. Okay, so now that we're clipped in and we're moving along, first thing that's gonna happen, and this happens to every cyclist, is you come to a stop and you forget that you're clipped in. And it's happened to me, and it's terrible. Go left here, dude. It's gonna happen to me, it's happened to my wife. Watch the thing on the road there. We're just gonna practice unclipping while we're rolling. So we got a feeling, because like my daughter said, unclipping was a little bit harder than clipping, right?
Yeah.
All right, so as we roll here, just unclip your left foot and clip it back in. Yeah.
Have it out.
Yeah, now keep pedaling, see it back in.
And while you're rolling, I like to do a little bounce.
We're cruising. What we want to do now is come to a complete stop and take our foot out and put it on the ground. So let's see how you do that, little dude.
Okay, so how I do it is I just point my foot and I clip out. And I like to keep one still in because it makes it a lot easier when you start. I'm gonna just put this foot down. Yeah, if you have a trainer and you have your clip-in pedals and like your clip-in shoes and stuff.
So what do you think the things that helped you the most were when you first started cycling, and the clip-in pedals and just everything, learning to ride your bike first? What do you think helped you the most?
Well, you.
Yeah.
starting holding my bike while I would ride.
When I first taught you how to ride?
Yeah.
What about recently though? Like, what do you feel like has helped you the most?
The cages on the.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
So what? So you started with flat pedals first.
Yeah, I started with flat.
And then you had the cages.
Yeah, and I had.
And then so you practiced putting your feet in those.
Yeah.
And then you went to this.
And then I went to that. But I think first practice on the trainer after the cages because it just still because the clip-ins are actually a little harder than the cages.
What do you think would help people the most? Like once they're on the bike and they're going.
Don't just like jump into a big hill.
Like on the mountain bike, you mean?
Oh yeah, on mountain bike, I was so sore when I would just go up those hills.
So you mean like take it slow?
Yeah, take it slow,
Yeah.
and don't compare yourself to other people too. The cycling won't be really fun, which you should start out with it being fun, and then you can start like racing and stuff.
So just take it slow and have fun with it.
Yeah.
I think that's great advice. I think something else that's really helped you a lot too is those lessons that we did once a week with the mountain biking.
Yeah, this helped a lot too.
Right? Like I would see every week you were getting like substantially better.
Yeah.
So also what's great is you do the road and you do the mountain biking.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that would also be a good help, is try different types of cycling. There's also cyclocross. The lessons or join a club I think would be an amazing idea too. That really helped me. I joined a club and I know that was amazing for me. It's funny, the best advice is coming from a 9-year-old, and I think the best advice is what you said. Have fun and take it slow.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, I think we're signing off here. Do you have anything to add?
No, not really. No.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
If you haven't subscribed, please do, because here in my family, we love cycling. This channel's only about cycling, and if you love cycling, I'm sure you're gonna like this channel, so please subscribe. Should they subscribe?
Yeah, they should definitely.
All right, so if you like the video, please like it, and please comment. Tell us what you want to see. If there's anything you guys want to see, please let us know. We'll do it. And yeah, okay, guys, we'll see you on the next video. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.